It's time to return to the continent. Geralt is back, looking better than ever, and today we're going to go through all the new content that you can get in the next gen update and how to unlock it. Let's go. Let me know what other content you'd like for this next gen update for The Witcher 3. Very keen to jump back into this world. It's one of my favorite games ever. So let's start with the cool thing, or the most cool thing, I guess, which is how to start that Netflix DLC quest so that you can get that sick armor and weapons. So they have added a new side quest called the Eternal's Fire Shadow in Velen, and this is how you get the Silver Sword and the Steel Sword and just the general armor set from the Netflix series. So in order to do this in Velen, just near the Devil's Pit, kind of like close to the Hangman Tree as well, if you travel there, there'll be a priest here who will start this quest. I won't really show you the quest itself. It's relatively long-ish and it's actually quite interesting and well worth doing. So we'll avoid spoilers here. I won't really show any of it, but at the end of it, you will get the diagrams for the initial armor set in order to craft, which will be at level 20. And you'll get another quest, which is a scavenger hunt to go back to Kaer Morhen so that you can get like the master crafted and the grandmaster versions of the armor set, which you can craft, which will be like the other versions of the Netflix armor, but the swords will basically remain looking the same. So then you need to go to an armorer in order to craft this gear, and you can just really go to any like journeyman, blacksmith, and armorer in order to make the gear. You just need to have the right components in order to make it, and then once you've crafted it, it just as you normally would any of like your Witcher gear or other gear, you'll be able to wear this cool armor. They also did add the photo mode as well, which you can take some nice photos of the new armor and other things as well. CD Projekt Red also added 2 new alternative appearances, one for Dandelion inspired by the Netflix Witcher series and one for the Nilfgaardian armor set as well, but it's the set from the first season, the one that kind of looks like a ball sack that everyone memes on. So you can choose to either have this on for the memes or just stick with the Nilfgaard armor from the original game. There is also the new camera perspective, which you would have noticed from this footage in the game itself. Now, in the options menu under gameplay, you can change here whether you want this new camera for exploration, combat, and horseback riding separately. So say for one specific mode you wanted to have the original camera, you can change it here, but for the most part, like I'm going to be playing the new game on the new camera just to give it a bit of a fresh experience and try something different. It is a little bit hard when you do get surrounded, though. I have found that in combat you will get hit from behind without even really realizing. There is other new armor sets and weapons in the game as well, and you get these by enabling the cross progression, like signing into your CD Projekt Red or like GOG account. Once you have signed in and click the My Rewards, and it will say you'll get them. In order to claim the Thousand Flowers armor set and the sword sets from Dothbothania, you will need to visit Yennefer's quarters at the Royal Palace in Vizima. Once you have gone here, you just go there. There's a little like flavor text and a chest that you click on, which will give you all of this new gear, and the Roach Gwent card will just be in your card set once you have signed into the game anyway. So that's how you can get all the new weapons and gear, but that's not really all that was added. There is some other things which we'll touch on here. So there is some mods that are now just like included in the game. You don't enable them or anything, they're just like there permanently. So the Witcher 3 HD reworked project, the HD monsters reworked, immersive real-time cutscenes, nitpickers patch, and world map fixes are all now just included in the base game. So CD Projekt Red have like ported them in, so it's not really something you enable or disable or anything like that. It's just now a part of the game. They also did add the Full Combat Rebalance 3 mod as well, which has like a tons of balance changes and fixes to gameplay, but this isn't the full version and they haven't specified exactly what they have added to the base game and what they haven't, but like this mod does tweak a ton of things. So I'm really interested to see if someone does break down what they've actually included and what they haven't. There is some PC specific stuff as well. So on PC only, if you do have the option like the RTX cards, you can enable ray trace reflections and shadows, as well as an Ultra Plus graphical setting, which significantly enhances the visual fidelity of the game as well, which changes, you know, all of those general settings and just makes them, you know, that slightly bit better. And on console, there is the performance and like the ray tracing mode, so 60 and 30 FPS modes. And for the most part, all this footage you're seeing is on the ray trace mode on the PS5, though I did enable the performance mode at one point as well. So you can kind of see the differences a little bit there. There's some quality of life changes as well. So you can now use quick sign casting. So rather than having to bring up that radial menu, you can now just like press a button and then like press another button, depending on your platforms. You know, it's hard to say exactly what, but for like on the PlayStation 5, it's like R2, and then you press like one of the like face buttons like X or whatever to cast signs. There is also new map filters as well, so you can hide specific icons, kind of like in Cyberpunk. They have adjusted the fall damage height, so you can like jump off, you know, a stair now and not just like break your legs. And with herbs, you can instantly loot them with a single interaction rather than getting that additional loot window that, you know, we used to get where you'd open that item and then the window would pop up and then you would actually like put it in your inventory. And that is all the major additions for the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Next Gen patch. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this patch. Thank you for watching this video till the end. Thank you to our members for supporting the channel. My name is Noza, and I hope you have a great day.